Hello, and welcome to the Mass and Energy Balances Crash Course series here on YouTube. My name is Stephen Yaghmour, and I'm assuming if you clicked on this link, you are a student in chemical engineering or some sort of related field, and you want to learn a little bit more about the topics of mass and energy balance. Lucky here for you, I'm planning this Crash Course series here for anyone trying to endeavor chemical engineering and the course of mass and energy balances or a related course. I will have plenty other lectures on the series that will go into depth about the actual topics covered in mass and energy balances. For right now, I really want to make a really quick introduction video, kind of explaining who I am and just giving, well, as the title suggests, an overview of mass and energy balances. Go ahead and begin. So before I get into what exactly this lecture series is and what it entails, I'm just going to go ahead and start off by explaining a little bit about myself, saying who I am, so you guys understand why you should be trusting the person that is teaching this kind of stuff to you. So my name is Stephen Yaghmour. I'm from Omaha, Nebraska, and I'm currently a third-year student at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, located in, you guessed it, Lincoln, Nebraska. And so I'm currently pursuing a Bachelor's of Science in Chemical Engineering, along with a minor in Computer Science. And so it's currently my third year. I'm going to take next semester off to take a co-op, and I'll be back at it again my fourth year. And so I've done a few things throughout my college career, just a few I wanted to highlight really quickly. I've previously been a teaching assistant for quite a few courses. I've been a teaching assistant for computer science, which is MATLAB. I actually have my own series, another crash course series on MATLAB. And if you're willing to understand MATLAB or you need to take it for a course and you're not exactly sure how to get started, please go ahead and check out those videos. I've also been a teaching assistant for Introduction to Chemical Engineering. This was this past semester in fall of 2020. And then during the summer of 2020, I was a teaching assistant for mass and energy balances. Of course, I'm going to be covering in this series here. Also done a little bit of research. A couple summers ago, back in the summer of 2019, I did research in paradynamics, which is essentially the study of the atoms and particles within an object and how we can mathematically model them in such a way where we could easily account for breaks or tears or other kinds of discontinuity. It was very theoretical, very high level kind of stuff. And then during the summer of 2020, I also did research virtually in solar vacuum membrane distillation, which is an up and coming field in distillation of water. And essentially, what it's all about is just finding more energy efficient ways of being able to distill our water so people around the world can more easily have access to clean water. So that's just a little bit about me. Talking about this series as a whole, this series is going to cover topics in the course, you guessed it, mass and energy balances. This is a course that is expected to be taken by first and second year students in chemical engineering. If you're a first or second year student, you maybe have had to take a course similar to this, or you are currently taking a course similar to this. This is kind of the introduction to the whole field of chemical engineering. And it's really good to have a solid background and understanding of this course, as topics in this course are going to show up again later in your field, no matter what school you go to. I can speak from experience at University of Nebraska-Lincoln. You need to understand this course. This is the course you need to get professionally admitted into the college or the Department of Chemical Engineering. The material that you're going to see in these lectures is similar to what would be expected from college level course. I have taken the course, I've been a TA for the course. It is college level stuff and college level mathematics here. And I'm going to be covering that material in this series and later videos. This is just, all these videos are going to include basic material expected from the course. I'm going to call those lectures. And I'm going to also have supplemental material to make calculations and understanding easier. Some of the videos will be titled supplemental. They will cover topics such as just examples, or calculations, finding ways to make the mathematics behind chemical engineering easier for you. Not necessarily something that would be taught in the course, but something just for your personal benefit. That's really what I'm kind of gearing towards with this series here. So that's going to be about the lecture videos after this one. Just some prerequisites in case you maybe haven't taken mass and energy balances before, or if you're not currently in it, you want to know, hey, should I be learning this material? What kind of stuff are we going to be talking about? What am I expected to know? You should have taken, hopefully, the following courses. You should hopefully have taken an introduction to chemical engineering, or at least you should understand the calculations that go behind chemical engineering. The first video that I'll put out lecture-wise will be about just kind of the prerequisites, a little bit of the background of mathematics you should know before taking this. You should also have a pretty good understanding of calculus, specifically calculus 1 and maybe calculus 2. Calculus 1 is going to be the most important, as especially when we get into the energy balance side of things, you are going to be expected to understand how to take the derivative and integral. Very basic calculus though, and a lot of it can be done on calculator, as you're going to see. You should also be expected to take general chemistry 1 as well as physics 1. General chemistry, because especially when we get into the reactions of things, understanding all of our compounds, it's really going to be good to understand the stoichiometry and understand the chemistry. And it will also be good to have a pretty good background in physics, because when we get into energy balances, they're going to be the equations that we use for kinetic energy and potential energy. And it's going to be good to know those as we go into these to make the explanation easier and to understand the material. So really quick, the last thing I want to talk about in this just really quick video, some of the topics we're going to look at in this series. So like I said, we're going to look at the prerequisites for mass and energy balances just really quick. It'll be just one video about it. We're going to have just understanding the basic mass balances on non-reactive and reactive systems, understanding how do we perform a mass balance on systems, whether they are reactive or non-reactive. The properties of vapors, we're going to look at those. We're going to look at vapor liquid equilibrium and its application in mass balance. Understand, if we have vapor, we have liquid, what's going to happen? How do they interact with each other, and how are they in equilibrium? We're going to look at basic energy balances, and we're going to look at energy balances on both non-reactive systems and reactive systems. A lot of this, if you're new to the course, may sound a little bit daunting, but please bear with me as we get going with this series, and hopefully things are going to go well, and hopefully you'll have a better understanding of the material in this course. That is all I want to cover today in this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and tune into the next lecture.